You can't carve that old crusty piece of wood, they said. It's no good. It's a rotten piece of wood, they said. Oh yeah? It is? My name's Jordy Johnson.
My name's Grumpy Jesse, and this is Carving Fusion by Jordy Johnson. See ya.
Peekaboo. Okay guys, so there you see I cleaned it up with my industrial flex shaft Fordham with my Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. If you guys want to get these type of burrs, this is 1/4 inch. Goes in a die grinder or Fordham tool. Just go to the link below and go to the Kutzall site. Use code CFusion to save yourself 5%. So you can see here I got it cleaned up. So I'm still going to cut a lot deeper in here too, right? This is going to be a whimsical house. I got this, it's going to be a whimsical house on a root ball. So what I'm going to do is take it outside. And also guys, when you clean your wood, this is bone dry. Now I know where the cracks are. Okay, I don't have to worry about, pretend if it was wet wood, then worrying about where the cracks will be. At least I know where the cracks are. I can see any hidden surprises inside the wood. See, crack. I can see little things like this. So I always suggest, if you're going to carve the whole piece, clean up the whole piece first. This kind of looks like a cock sticking off there, so I got to get rid of that. Boom, gone. This is going to be a staircase. And so what I'm going to do right now is take it outside with the bandsaw and cut my roof in, right? I want this house to kind of be, well, I don't know, let's just carve. Let me take it outside and cut the caulk off and cut the roof in. Okay, so you can see I got the roof cut in there now. I got rid of the caulk. It's in the back of the piece anyways. So this idea came from me on the Facebook on Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers group. Guys, we have so much wicked beginning carvers on there and pro carvers on that group, and such a positive group. No negative comments about nothing. But I got this idea from Dan Denny. You did one, and I commented on your post that gave me an idea. So I got this piece of wood from the beach yesterday, and here I am carving a whimsical house in the beach. This piece of root there, Dan Denny. So thanks for the idea and keep up the great work. Dan Denny, here's your shout out. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to use this bottom piece of the root for stairs. And they're going to come up here. And there's going to be a level here. So then this level, then there'll be like stairs or rocks or something coming up here. And then I'm going to cut deep in here. You can see my roof line all the way around. I'm going to cut deep in here. I'm going to cut deep here to give it a nice thick platform for them to walk around. And I wanted this to look round inside here, like a ball. But I've never done that before, and I don't know what type of wood this is yet. I think it will come to me once I get carving. Could be poplar, or I don't know, because it's not that soft of wood. But anyways, could even be cottonwood. So what I'm going to do now is cut deep in here, try and make it look round inside here. Just a little bit roundish. So, you know, these things are whimsical, right? They look better when the doors are all weird and blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to use cutting deep inside these lines, it's a thinner burr, guys. It's a Kutzall Extreme Taper burr, right? So it's less harder on your Dremel flex shaft when you're using the thinner burrs, right? So I'm going to cut deep in here. I'm going to try and cut it like an inch inside of here. And then an inch here, well, a ½ inch on this line. So it's going to take me a while. I'll do a bit of filming, but yeah, okay. Okay guys, you can see I got my cuts in here deep, right? Be careful when you cut deep inside here, because that's when you can break your flex shaft. Your burr can get stuck inside there. So always keep it moving when you start cutting it deep, right? Don't stick it in there and start it, because you'll break it. So keep it, have this running, and then go in and then come out. Running, go in and come out. So now what I'm going to do, I got this Kutzall Extreme Flame burr. This is my go-to burr, guys. This Kutzall Extreme Flame. And I'm going to start feathering away, rounding everything off inside here. Okay? Hopefully this crack, I chose this crack in the center of the wood, so hopefully when I carve deeper, it won't be such a crack. Okay guys, so this is how I got so far. I even got a little tunnel going through there to the back. But I had to stop. Why? Why did I have to stop, you ask me? Jordy, why did you have to stop? Well, I broke my flex shaft getting in under here. It just went ting, snap. So, good thing I got a box of supplies. You guys, if you break your inner flex shaft, here's the code from Dremel. Call Dremel. Give them this code right here. Take a screenshot of it right now. 3, if you want. 3, 2, 1, time's up. So now I got to replace a flex shaft inside here. Okay? Okay guys, so this is where the flex shaft broke, right? So it would normally be like this. I could square this off and reuse it a bit more, but I can't. Oh no, it's this side that broke. Right here. Okay? So, now, for me to get this was inside of here, I had to hang this upside down like this and really wiggle it for it to fall out, because this lip was getting caught on there, right? So sometimes you have to really hold it up and really wiggle it out to get it out, okay? So, yeah, hold on a sec. Okay, well, I might as well make a video. Somebody was asking me how I did it, so you guys got to remember there's some real beginning carvers in this, watching these videos, right? So, that lockup button even working? Yeah, so, okay, well, I'll be back. Sorry guys, I had the power turned on. I had to have the power turned off for this lock button to work. Now it's locked, which is a good thing for them to do. Safety precaution. Turn it off. Okay, got the old piece pulled out. Guys, I do not re-grease these things when I put them back in. This is the old one. I do not re-grease these. I do not put grease on. There's already grease inside of here. If you put too much grease on these things, I don't care what anybody says. This is my opinion, and if you don't like it, just go away. Okay? I don't put grease on these things. There's already grease inside here. The biggest problem with these flex shafts, if you put too much grease in it, they're going to break, they're going to get hot, and you're going to have nothing but problems, okay? So all I do is I just shove it in here. Just give me a sec. It's a tight hole. Okay, get it in the hole. You just put it on. Inside, you got a square chuck, guys, for the Dremels. See how that's square? That's a square drive. So this piece is square too, right? Somebody was asking me and saying they're having problems. Well, you have to get this. It comes with the flex shaft kits, guys, these square drives. The only silver ones Dremel makes. Silver looking anyways. Put it in there, okay? Do your piece up. There's proof, guys. I did not oil my inner flex shaft. I don't. It gives you too much problems. Okay, so let's hit the pedal. Turn her on. Hit the pedal. Boom. We got friggin' carving fusion action. Always have spare flex shafts, guys. I need to order some more. Okay, guys, so I got all the shaping done, okay? See the tunnel going through there? Little pathway here. Then there's this hole in here, so I just kind of made the things go up the side. Just give it some character, I guess. So I think I'm gonna, oh yeah, give it like a china cap roof too. I think I'm gonna leave this video here because I gotta decide, like, excuse me, I know I'm gonna put a door here, a window here, but the detail in the wood burning is gonna take just as long, or if not longer, than how long it took me to do the shaping of this whimsical house. Yeah, so it is 100% cottonwood. It's not the bark, but it's actual cottonwood. I know it's cottonwood because of the wide grain there. See it? And it stinks. It smells like dog piss, cottonwood, free wood. So that's that for today. I'll do the wood burning and the detail carving tomorrow's video. Hope you all good. Hope you all having a good Sunday. And we'll be live this Thursday to do a giveaway for it was on the Facebook world of Facebook Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers group. We reached 1,000 members, so I'll be doing a giveaway on. You don't have to be on the live feed to win, but somebody's gonna win something. I don't know what it is yet. I'll have to figure it out. And anyways, see you Thursday, 5 o'clock Pacific time. Yeah, and you guys, anybody can do this. Just you have to open up your imagination. And I'm happy with the way that crack worked out for the roof peak, right? So it looks like it's natural there, right? And you guys see the deeper that I carved in here, the least the cracks aren't as wide, right? So it started out this big, and I carved deep, it went that big. If I carved deeper, it wouldn't I'd probably even lose the crack. But anyways, hope you're all good, and spend the time cleaning your pieces, guys. Especially when you're using the driftwood or wood that you find in the forest that's gray. Clean it all up first. That's my biggest suggestion and biggest tip for this video. Clean your wood first so you can see where all the rotten stuff is and cracks are. So I hope you're all good, and talk to you later. Okay, bye.